Welcome back, everybody. Well, last night we got a tremendous downpour right at about 11 o'clock or midnight just to the west of the city. Those of you in Victoria probably don't know what we're talking about, but those people in Cuero and Nordheim, they know what we're talking about. And this morning, there were quite a few county roads that were underwater. Now, a lot of that's draining off, and that's good. It's also bad because now the additional rain coming in for the weekend is going to quickly become flood waters. There you can see the area of low pressure that is basically the reason for all of this recent rain, and that is beginning to pull out. It is moving to the northeast, so that gives us a little bit of a break, and you can see how skies are cleared to the southwest of us right about now. Now, I'm not saying it will not rain tomorrow, but it will be nothing like what it was. We're just going to see a little pop-up activity because of the humidity and the water that's on the roadways. If we get a little bit of sun, it's just going to cause more convection. So we can say bye-bye to that one, but then we get ready for the other one, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. All right, so here we are, Doppler image, just a few little light showers around the area, and of course, what we now have is a decrease in the shower activity, but now an increase in all the rivers. We have all kinds of watches and warnings out there. Get a load of this. This is the CoCoRaHS guys who reported 5.9 inches in Nordheim last night. Yoakum almost 4, Goliad 3.5, Port Lavaca 3, Seadrift 2.4, and even Edna got in on the action with 2.2. We, of course, are now looking at a situation where all of our rivers, or most of our rivers, are going to be looking at floodwaters. Now, there's the San Antonio, just very close to Goliad, and, of course, Runge and Gonzales. Of course, Goliad's down here, but the river will, remember, it's just, this is now, and the water's got to eventually drain further and further south, or farther and farther south. We have flood warnings also to the north of us in Jackson County. Edna is in Jackson County, or is it Warden? Edna's saying, thank you. All right, just, it happens. And then, of course, the Guadalupe River and Riverside Park is going to be impacted by it. In fact, they're shutting down certain portions of it. So rivers will be rising, and we want you to be very cautious. One of the biggest ones is going to be Coleto Creek at Arnold Road, okay, if you know where that is. This is going to be a very sharp, it was virtually empty. Water went up, and then the crest is going to be way up here. When it's up in the purple, that means that's major lowland flooding. In other words, it's out of its banks, and it's widening and spreading along those areas. Now, if you have cattle or property or a tractor or something down there along Coleto Creek, you should just deal with it tonight or tomorrow, because it's only going to get higher in terms of flood stage. So just be cautious. Now, we don't want you to catch that peak, because then after that, after the weekend, it's forecast to drop back down. But, after Saturday and Sunday, all bets are off. Could be a completely different environment. So here we are. There's a storm going away. Here's the dry line. And what we're having is not only that front, but we have a big surge of moisture coming in from below. And that is going to put us in a rather complicated situation when we get to Saturday. Saturday and Sunday, we're looking for pretty significant rain, and so we've got heavy rains expected for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That's your 7-day forecast. Now we'll toss it out. We got to remind everybody that we have a QR code. If you scan that, put Crossroads Today on your phone, we can tell you what's happening even when you're at home sitting on the couch.